Welcome. Rejoice and be glad and give thanks to God for the many gifts in the young people who will come across this stage today.
Convocation is about you, our graduates, and that promise of the future that you hold in your hands.
I think the introduction should be longer than the speech. It is truly a pleasure for me to be here. In my mind, there's nothing more wonderful than being in the midst of the great minds of the future, great citizens of tomorrow, and people who really will contribute so much to our city, to our province, to our country, and to their country if they happen to live in a different country. So I want to congratulate the graduating students today. I think this is about you, about your future, what you're going to accomplish. But also we need to recognize the mothers and the fathers and the husbands and the brothers and the sisters who put up with you during these sometimes difficult nights, difficult days. I'm sure you were very aggravating to them. I know when I graduated, I was incredibly aggravated. God, that was a long time ago. Anyway, not to digress. But to you, all the families, I know how important it is. Remember when I was at my children's graduation, how much emotion I felt and the tears in my eyes about the great future and the opportunities that my children will have because of a university. Special training will give them that they would not otherwise have had. And so to you, your children and your friends owe you a great deal of debt. Today, we're at a university that I'm incredibly proud of. Edmonton itself is a city of post-secondary educational institutions. We have many. We have approximately 150,000 students in our city at one time or another during the course of a year. But Concordia is special. It's special because it has a sense, as Dr. Crispin said, an identity, a sense of feeling, a belonging, that you can continue to text, email, all the kinds of new communication techniques you have with your professors and one another. I know when I've been to the school and I've been in the cafeteria in the center of the city, in the center of the school, you feel like you're at home. You feel people know each other. They care about each other. I think that's vitally important. I know that's what I did when I went away to school. I wasn't the greatest student, but I went to university. It was small. It allowed me to meet people and to feel comfortable. And so I think Concordia plays an incredibly important part in the university scene in our city, and it graduates some phenomenal people. And so I want to congratulate you about that. Today I want to talk about good enough. About good enough. For too long, this city has accepted things that were good enough. And over a period of time, we allowed us to begin to spiral down into a level where we were thought not as a first-tier city, but as one that was just good enough. We listened to too many people who lived in a very sheltered environment and said, you know, city council, don't do this, don't do that. Because in the end, you might increase my taxes, you might increase some costs to me. They weren't thinking about the people in the audience today. They weren't thinking about this graduating class. They weren't thinking of the needs that they have in order to build a future for themselves. And so we have to, and we have stopped thinking about good enough and start thinking about the future. You know, the city of Edmonton didn't build a recreation center since 1981. Hadn't built any libraries. I know there's lots of potholes, but we hadn't fixed any roads either. Can you imagine what it'd be like if we wouldn't have spent $2 billion on roads? You'd be pop, 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 pop. But the fact of the matter is you cannot sit still and expect the young people who graduate from our schools to see this city as a future if we as citizens in Edmonton do not see that future ourselves. I think it's important. I think it's vital that we get behind a city that is there of tomorrow. A city that's going to create opportunity for our children to stay here and so they can have the kind of lives that we have today, that we shouldn't be complacent about. And so The city and the city council has tried to do a multitude of things. Some we've been criticized about. Some people have liked, some people haven't liked. But we do them, I can tell you, almost unanimously. Because our goal is to ensure that the younger people of this city see this is a place of opportunity. See, this is a place of tomorrow. So this is a place they want to build their future. Unless we do those things and we don't listen to good enough people, we'll continue to lose great minds that have really left our city for so many years. And now when people come before city council, we have a variety of people come and speak to us. But those that have the most influence, I can tell you, those that have the most influence are those who see tomorrow. And that's what this graduating class is all about. This is what your children are all about. They have to see tomorrow. And so, now to the students about good enough. You've got a wonderful education. You're lucky. You are probably in the 1 or 2% of the world that has a university education to allow you to go test the waters of unending numbers of opportunities. And today is just a start. Today is a start whereby you can begin to build a very special life. The life that you want. The life that you dreamed about. But you can't settle for less. I hope that as you go out into the world where you begin to participate in your chosen profession, whatever that happens to be, it isn't necessarily about money I'm talking about. I'm talking about opportunity, about creating an environment around you where people work together, where they feel comfortable. They don't accept things in a way that is far less than what they should. And I think that's an awful lot what Concordia stands for. I know Dr. Crispin is one of the most passionate presidents of any university I've ever met. You sit with him for an hour and your head shakes because he cares so much about the school, about the students, about its future. And I think that expression will be part of the university professors and those that teach you. And so please, go forward today and dream. Dream about tomorrow. Don't sell yourself short. You're an incredibly bright group of people from diverse backgrounds. Reach out to succeed. Reach out to see things that you never thought you would do. And in the end, you will be a very, very happy person. I never ever thought I'd be the mayor. I won my first election by 33 votes. 33 votes. It's hard to believe. 17 people would have gone home or voted for the other guy probably, I'd have been in trouble. So you never know what the world, what life throws at you. But this is a special day for you, and I'm not going to speak any longer because I know this is about you, it's about your time, your family time. And so I want to thank Concordia for allowing me to come and say a few words. And hopefully I'll close with that you see Edmonton as a place of your future. And no matter what happens with my political future, that this city will never ever settle for good enough again. It will always be a place like Concordia that wants more. That wants our citizens to have the best life. And that's to everybody. You cannot please everybody all the time. Some people want A, others want B, and the B says you can't have A. We have to be eclectic and service as many people as we can with a strong vision about what tomorrow can look like. And tomorrow is you. Tomorrow is all about what you can do to make our city and your lives a better place to live. So all of you, good luck in the years to come. May you have great joy with your studies if you're going on to graduate school. Or good luck in your chosen profession. It is up to you now to make the great life that you dreamt about. Thank you very much.